In this tutorial in CyberLink PowerDirector, I'd like to show you how you can make it look as though the camera is a drone and it's flying toward a scene, and it's also flying toward text, and it's going to fly through the text and then beyond. This comes as a request of one of my subscribers. This is a two-stage process to do it, but we're going to show you a slightly finished option, and then we'll show you how to do this yourself. So in order to accomplish this, I'm going to need my background. I'm going to take my water, and this is a scene where we have basically water crashing on the rocks in the distance and then on the beach in the foreground. So I have that, and then I'm going to need my text. I'll go to my title room, and in my case, I've already have the text together. It's under My Content, My Custom, and it's just big fat characters spell out the word drone. So I'll make that equal to the duration of our video. If you're going to create this yourself, I recommend you use nice fat letters, and we're going to fly through the O in the word drone, so you want something where you have plenty of room to maneuver. The next thing I need to do is I need to make the letters come toward me as though I'm flying toward them. So what I need to do is click on my title and then go to Edit. That'll get me into my title designer. In the new interface, I'm going to click on Advanced. And what I want to do is I have my playhead at the end. I'm going to do a scale keyframe there. And then I'm going to back up a bit and hit another scale keyframe by clicking the diamond on the scale value. And then I'm going to go all the way to the beginning and drag all the way to the left and hit a third one. So the size of the letters will stay the same as I'm flying toward them, but then when I start flying through them, they're going to be enlarged. To do that, I have to go to the last keyframe by clicking the right arrow twice until I get to the very end, and then we're going to make this bigger. Easiest way to do that is have the object settings open on the left side and take the width and change the width. But before I do that, what I want to do is show you how it's going to look a little bit. So I'll minimize this. I'll take our width, I think I'll minimize it as small as I can get. I'll take our width and drag it to the right, and now we're going to see that we have the water inside of the O, as it were. So I've done that. I'm going to click on OK. The next step is to render this, and in my case it took an awful long time to do the rendering. I was disappointed at the duration of this process, but I rendered the video. So what I'm going to do is pretend we've done that. I'm going to click out of my title, go back to my media. I'm going to take my rendered video, which is this one here, and put it on track 1. And basically what we have here, we have the title, and it stays the same, and then it gets very big. And as you can see, it gets big enough you can see the water as though you're flying through it. But if we do this, it basically makes it look like the title's coming toward us. We're not maneuvering toward the title. So one thing I want to do is I want to take this and click on Edit, and then we're going to go into our option that is Pan and Zoom. So I click on Pan and Zoom on the left side. That will get me into my Pan Zoom controls. We're going to start looking at the whole scene at the beginning, and then let's move a little bit closer. Let's click an area here. I'm going to click the plus diamond to set a keyframe. And then let's say we're going to tighten up again as though we're moving toward the letters. They're not moving yet, but we're moving toward them. We'll start on the left side. Let's move over here. And now let's see, we want to move closer, only to the right. We're going to overcorrect a little bit, but we make it smaller because we're flying closer to the letters. And then we want to get to about the place where they start to get big. Anywhere in here is fine. And we're going to move closer yet. We're going to correct back toward the center. And what we're going to do is tighten it up. We'll move it right about there. I'm using the up, down, left, and right keys to move it. So now I've got it there. So now I am focusing and I'm through the letters. And then what I want to do is I want to begin to move it. Now that I'm through, we're going to expand it a little bit and move up toward the horizon. And then we'll go to the end and we're going to keep moving up and maybe even tighten it out just a little bit more. Let's click on OK. So as we play this, what we're going to see is we're moving toward the letters, and then the letters are going to move toward us, but you won't be able to tell what is moving where. So we're moving closer toward the title. We're going to overcorrect, move back to the left a little bit, and then we're going to fly through the 0, the O. Okay, and now we're flying up toward the distance. So that's how you can create that illusion of the camera being a drone flying through a title in CyberLink PowerDirector.